General Andrews,
And the Dream Stream presents Rapid Runs.
welcome on back, dreamers and new folk. This is a special edition of Rapid Runs Dream Race Recap. The Dream Races are intended to showcase individuals' talents, ranging from our musical opening act to racing, speedrunning, and even challenge runs of their respective games on display. The fourth event of September Speed's Dream Races was Bucky O'Hare for the NES by Junkyard Dave. Commentary for this run was done by Dospostmann. Let's see how it turned out.
Stuff because I don't know this run that well.
Make it work that well, honestly.
Heck yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful.
So, again, someone in chat, Retro Game Commander, said that Bucky is criminally underrated. 100% I agree. This is like one of the best NES platformers. So I guess like say 3, 2, 1, go, and then you can start the timer.
Sounds good.
It's a little bit to explain. It's really easy. There's a hard mode in this game, but it's actually an anti-piracy mode. So just to get that out of the way, hard mode wasn't probably supposed to be beat. So what hard mode actually is back then, if you had like a game copy or something like that, and you copied this game illegally, it would trigger an anti-piracy mode. So everything kills you in a hit. And normally there's a health bar that's actually quite generous, not in hard mode. Like literally anything anything that can damage you just kills you.
A one-hit kills, huh?
Yes. And
Are you gonna be able to handle this with my random commentary?
It's hard. Like, it's out of all the games that I know how to run, this is legitimately like one of the hardest ones. Talking and doing it is hard. I can talk or I can do it, but combining both is when it gets to be a little bit tricky. So
That's all right. I'm here for you.
all right. So I guess countdown now.
Sure.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
So, we have a cutscene. Basically says, I guess all of these guys got kidnapped and they got sent to like different planets and stuff like that. So the way that the route is we start off with the green planet because we need the robot Blinky.
Did you say robot Winky?
No, robot Blinky.
Oh, Blinky. Okay.
What is a robot Winky?
I don't know. All right, so you guys are gonna see the green alien. Oh no, the green alien got winkied.
Okay.
All right, he's jumping up the tree.
Yes. So, the good thing about this game is even though instant death is everywhere, RNG is almost not a thing. It's okay.
So that wasn't random. This is all part of the strats.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's try this again. But yeah, RNG, there's only a couple spots where RNG is a thing. Okay. Just get out this freaking tree. I want to leave the screen. Okay. So, it's actually really interesting, and I wish I could go back to like talk to the developers, because I really do believe after learning hard mode that they developed like certain screens like casually just to be difficult. But I'm pretty sure that they also developed those screens to act as like an anti-piracy deterrent, because the same screens that are like really difficult when you're playing this casually double up to like almost impossible anti-piracy screens rather when you're playing on hard mode. But I wanted to be like, is this the thing? Like, did you intentionally do that back then, or is it just like random that some of these screens ended up being insane?
Yeah, I mean, we don't want pirates in this game too, so I can understand why they do anti-piracy stuff. I mean, imagine being on an alien freaking world with a bunch of pirates. So, is this a waterfall, or you're just falling?
Yeah, you're falling down a waterfall. The rocks have a very specific pattern. I want to be here before rocks will fall. And then this is one of the harder screens, even when it comes to like anti-piracy mode, because you have to manipulate these lasers in a very specific way, which we're already game over. Excellent.
It's all right. You got this. Just watch out for the whale lasers.
Yeah.
The whale spaceships have invaded the Bucky O'Hare world. They are trying to shoot down the junkyard, Dave. But he says, no, you cannot kill this voice.
Alright, well, we are safe. So there is a 2 cycle on this boss. It's almost impossible to go for right now anyway, I think.
Dude, that's a big rock.
Yes. So I will gracefully take the 2.5 cycle, mainly because I was holding the control weird, so mashing was not.
Oh, he's dead.
He is very dead.
So what you guys can see right there is that Dave is collecting all those points. It is one of the hardest parts of the speedrun.
Correct. Actually, speaking of hardest parts, this is probably the hardest part coming up this planet.
How come ice levels are always the hardest parts?
True. But the way that the ice level works here is actually there's a really cool mechanic where you can... Okay, please, just shoot the thing, dude. There's a really cool mechanic where you can actually cancel the ice physics, so if you're like sliding and you just push down, that's why you see me duck. You just stop sliding, so that's very handy. But there's one screen on the blue planet in particular that's absolutely awful. It's an auto-scroller, which is partially RNG if you make a mistake. And there's basically like these little toad enemies that start flying in from the top, medium, and like lower parts of the screen. Shoot.
Oh! Oh!
And depending how you do that screen, it's yeah, it is easily the worst part of the run. Like if you ever try hard mode Bucky and you can beat this screen, you can beat the rest of the game. I promise you. This is probably because the second that you make a mistake, it's RNG and how the toads float in and how they shoot at you. And if that's not bad enough, sorry, all I was gonna say is it's not bad enough. The ship, whatever, the iceberg gets destroyed, and there's like that. I just died. Your jump actually gets eaten, and the only spot in this game is on this screen. So sometimes your jump input just doesn't come out like that.
I was gonna say I remember you saying that from the one time I did watch you run this before, talking about how this part right here is just awful if you make a mistake. And I mean, I wouldn't want to be stuck on an alien iceberg with a bunch of flying metal-looking fish.
Yeah, this is easily this screen alone is easily why
spitting
this is,
winkies
like,
at you.
Yes, it's super unsafe in any kind of marathon setting. It is a huge reset point, like when I was still running this game like actively. Because if you take a death here, you just reset. It needs to be first try, and like my time is not. So to not have that luxury in a live setting, it makes for a very difficult section.
You got this though. You got this though. You can't take Dave's iceberg away.
It is
it's getting small.
Hard. Yes. Alright, we're free. We are free.
Yeah! All right. That was groundbreaking right there. Did you guys see that?
That actually made me die. I was laughing.
All right.
I'll pin that one on you.
So we got one for Posty, guys. Oh yeah. Look at those spikies.
There's actually an incredibly unsafe jump coming up, which is the only strat. Like I usually go for all hard strats in like every game, but that last jump there, I skipped it. It's like one of the only exceptions because it saves like 0.3, but if you fail it in a run, I think you lose like 20 seconds or more.
Hey, I went for some easy strats earlier and I lost, so. All right, kill the bubble bobbles.
Yeah, I always go with like hardest strats, but not that one.
I know, that's why you're a beautiful radio host.
So this guy's kind of weird. He shoots 4, and then every single cycle after is 6, and every 4th bullet, like this one, you can stand. So you don't actually have to jump over it and slow. So 1, 2, 3, and then this one's safe. You can just stand there. And this boss is like terrible as a kid. Because he has like 160 health. I think he literally has 160. So trying to mash 160 times as a kid before the spikes like kill you at the top is just awful.
I think 160 mashes for me right now would be rough.
Yeah.
All right. He's jumping through the lava land. The little fish can walk now. Evolution is happening right before your eyes.
This is true.
We had flying fish. Now we have walking fish.
We are gonna try a bull crap strat. Save myself.
Okay.
Ah, we died. Okay, we won't try it again. There is a ridiculous jump there.
That looked ridiculous. I don't think that gap was as big as your guy.
It's not, but you can fit through there for some reason. We tried it one time. But
yeah, but it's just crappy.
yes.
Yeah.
It would save like 0.1.
Yeah, and honestly, with all the fish in this game, like, you don't need some crappy right now. You should go find some, like, salmon or, you know, something a little less crappy.
True.
Oh.
Oh man, we're just taking all the deaths.
No, that was on purpose.
Actually, that's
guys,
a bad
that
spot
saves
to die.
0.9 seconds.
I wish. That's actually a bad spot to die because it makes this cycle strange now. If you one cycle this room, it's heavily dependent on grabbing the power with that girl and then falling off in a very specific way. So even though I've died all over the place right now, and we're still kind of moving through it fast, the only spot in the run that you would want to die is actually in this planet. And there's 2 intentional death warps.
This level kind of messes with my eyeballs.
Yeah, this is a weird vertical section. It's actually very easy for these guys to fall and just like snake you. Or open up and snake you. There's actually a frame perfect jump that will go for here. I had missed it, I think I'm dead. Oh, I got it.
Oh!
It's a very tight jump not to die there. Get on that boulder. Ooh, we killed the wrong guy, I have to die. Dang. Okay. So, now this is what it normally looks like. You have to wait on this boulder if you don't get the frame perfect jump. But the guy coming up, the toad, it's actually super important to kill this guy and leave this other guy alive because there's 2 deaths in this game where if you die and you transition to the next screen like that, it skips an auto-scroller, which is a minute long, and just works straight to the boss.
See, I told you guys he was dying on purpose. You guys aren't even gonna get to see half of the game because he's dying through it.
Exactly.
I like her laser beam. It shoots so fast.
It is actually incredibly hard to control. So, coming up here, there's incredibly quick transition of characters. I always love this game. I spawned this guy wrong. I think it's a 3-frame window to manipulate these worm things, so it's actually very tight too. But I always love the fact that switching characters in this is menuous.
Mm-hmm.
So, ooh, leave me alone, worm. Oh, it's Daisy! Get rid of it. So
I
this
hate
is one of the
3-frame
best
windows.
screens in the entire game. It just absolutely flows perfectly because you're using every single character almost to get through it. And I love this screen. It's a very fun one. Uh-oh, I have to wait there slightly.
Dang, you're a quick runner. Look at him just keep up with these whale ships.
He is, yeah. I messed that up because you have to jump here. And jump. Nope. Jump here then. And here. It's a very quick transition. So this is the only other spot that we need to die, which unfortunately we did a little bit too early grabbing that. So the power route in this game is actually extremely specific. Each character has like their own power. And this also death warps us right to the boss.
Nice.
And this boss is actually very annoying too. I might die here. because the setup for this is like a 2-pixel window, I believe. Yep. So her foot needs to be like slightly off center from the black line right in front of me. But you only have, I'm gonna die again. It's not worth trying that one.
It's all right.
But you only have seconds to set this one up, so it's actually a very, very tight window. And then you don't have enough time. So like for example, here, I'm still gonna die, I think. But you don't have enough time here because the cycle starts. Okay, I guess we can do it this way. That's kind of design. Sure, that works.
Yeah! Using that mind control. See right there, he's using that point advantage again.
So unfortunately, we rescue everybody, and then they all get like massively kidnapped again and immediately stolen. So
Yeah, but what's the orange stuff all over the ship?
warts.
Oh gosh.
I'm actually not sure, honestly.
No, that ship needs some cream. The event is going good, Aries. Good to see you. Right now we're watching Junkyard Dave destroy the hard mode of Bucky, which is not even supposed to be played. This mode was only for aliens that eat metal fish. And Dave just makes it look easy.
This is legitimately one of my favorite runs on the NES, but like nobody runs it. So these lasers are partially, I wouldn't say RNG, but they are partially. They're more based on like the time that you get there. Shit.
Yeah, universal timer.
Yes. So you can't really tell like once you start dying, you know, like what the laser cycle will be. So on the deathless run, I know how to get through here.
But otherwise, you have a chance to be shocking.
Yeah. Please post, you know.
Dave loves my
some
puns.
broadcast standards, okay?
No, I have no standards, Dave.
Oh, okay.
My only standard is to be me.
That is a good standard.
Dude, that girl's trying to impersonate the girl you were.
They got mind controlled, I guess. I'm stupid.
Oh. No.
So the beginning of this fight is actually a 2 or 3 frame window to jump over this laser as well. Everything about this fight is actually bad though. There is a spot where Bucky can like clip into the top and get his jump eaten. But this is actually a really hard boss fight that sucks.
No, this looks pretty freaking difficult. Almost everything Dave does looks difficult though.
I'm gonna die. Oh, okay.
No, you're not. You got this. You got this. Ain't nobody
That
gonna
was
eat your junk this time.
Yeah, that was like dangerously close, like where your jump gets eaten. Okay. One off.
Great job. Great job. You see him killing these blocks right here, because every time you kill one of those blocks, guys, it saves like 4.25 seconds. Otherwise, the game would have to load up all those blocks again. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, if you get mind controlled, you guys have never been mind controlled. If you get mind controlled, your hair always changes color.
That's actually true in like every cartoon and stuff.
Yeah.
So same here, the lasers are like basically random, so I have to kind of, I don't know the set quite so much.
I like the little hops. Here we go.
Yeah, they actually to avoid falling platforms like that.
Uh-oh. Dude, it's in his mind.
So the reason that we use the girl, she's broken, as you can clearly see. Her ball, I think, does like 1 damage per frame.
Wow.
So if you can aim it like that, you're literally like, these bosses have like 150 health. Each like bullet would take off 1 damage. So she's just like vaporizing health from these bosses. That was a sweet.
Oh!
It's actually one of the hardest jumps in the entire. I wouldn't say hardest jump in the entire game, but 𝐂𝐿𝐴𝐓's record on the NES version. The screen sucks.
It's a lot of spikes.
Yep.
Spikes everywhere.
This is the only spot he died in his record. And there is a pixel. Are we gonna get it? That's not good. Oh, we might. Where am I?
You're in the middle of these glowing spike things.
No, I need to. Oh, I'm 1 pixel. Oh my god, I think I'm safe. I did not deserve that. There's a 2 pixel window to stand here and be safe, but you're not supposed to just like walk around and get it.
Hey, no, you can walk around and get anything you want, Dave. Like, imagine if you went to the store and you didn't walk around to get what you want. You know what I mean? Like, you have to walk around and get what you want.
Honestly, I didn't know that was possible.
You know, unless you have it delivered. But
something like that happened for sure, because I literally had no idea that was a thing. Like, I didn't know you had enough pixels to just walk in.
Hey, well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
What was that from?
G.I. Joe.
Ah, okay. I've never really watched G.I. Joe as a kid. But I
Knowing
still have,
is
like,
half
vague-
the battle. It's an American thing.
My dad tried to show me G.I. Joe. He was like heavy into it.
Yeah. You guys didn't have Canadian Joe?
No, man, we had Care Bears. We're Canadian.
We had Care Bears too. What are you talking about?
I don't know. We had a bunch of stuff. We had Teddy Ruxpin, which I think was Canadian, if you want actual.
Really? My sister had a Teddy Ruxpin as well. I broke it.
Oh, cool. Why?
Yeah, I totally broke her Teddy Ruxpin. That's what she always tells me. I don't know how I broke it, but I guess I did. I think it just stopped working though, and she blamed it on me. Older siblings, you know?
Believe it. So weirdly, the game actually keeps track of what character we're using last, but this is the only level that you can like select your character before. Other levels just automatically, like, the game stops and then you go to the next screen. So I actually want to switch to Bucky here. But if I was on Blinky, like, I would start the next stage on Blinky. And it's weird that they coded that in, but then they never used it outside this one stage.
Maybe, like, their original idea, though, was that, like, you'd have to choose a character and play the whole stage with it. But then they realized that they developed a bunch of stages that it'd be better if you could switch.
I would want to see a prototype of this game. Because there is like prototype images and stuff from like magazines, and it is died.
Oh.
It's right, left, left.
I didn't think you were gonna make that. I was
Yeah.
like, ah!
I inversed that where you go right, left, left. But the prototype looks drastically different. Like at one point you could just like select like all characters. And
Yeah.
it's kidnapped.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
those are giant Winkies.
This is a horrible screen. You only have a couple pixels to do all of those jumps. So there's not a lot of leeway when it comes to hard mode. And you can spawn these guys in a very specific way. That far green guy that just went underneath here, that's the guy that I want. Because otherwise... Oh, shoot. Duck. Duck. There we go.
Rubber ducky, you're the one. So this guy's only advantage is the tri-shot, right?
He can stick to walls, but you don't really see that.
Oh.
There's only a few places. There's no, I'm dead. There's almost a frame perfect laser there that I don't actually know how to do this room without doing it. The laser to shoot the bottom toad there is probably like 1 frame or 2 frames. And then you have to jump and shoot this guy. So I guess, like, I don't know how to do that without just doing it. But it is a very kind of tight on cycle, and this guy is being a jerk.
I don't know how to do that without just doing it. I mean, I kind of get what you meant, but
This guy survived.
oh no,
Yes.
you're a bad metal freaking walking fish.
Okay, whatever. So yeah, this is like basically one of the few screens that the duck gets to use. He really has a cool ability, all things considered, but the game design just doesn't really allow for a lot of opportunities for him to use it.
At least in a speed run, right?
Even casually though, like he doesn't have tons of places where he can exploit that.
I don't know if I'd want to swim in this.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what it is. Get
Yeah.
on the block, Kirita. I don't know what that was. This is a pretty tight quick kill too. There's like a timer associated with this boss, so he'll start falling. And if you don't kill him, like his spaceship like basically crushes you. So that was a pretty rough stage. Normally that's deathless.
Yeah.
And it leads into this, which is also probably, in my opinion, almost the hardest stage in the game. Especially coming up, there's a notoriously bad jump. This jump is probably the worst in the entire game.
Yeah. So with all the theater I did, one time I impersonated what's his name? The Holy Crikeys guy. The Crocodile Hunter is what I keep thinking, but what was his name?
Steve Irwin?
Yeah. I had to do a Steve Irwin impression, and I had an inflatable crocodile, and I was wrestling around on the stage with it, and then I fell off the stage and landed in the orchestra pit, and it was probably the hardest stage I ever had. Yeah, Steve Irwin was awesome.
I remember watching him a lot as a kid.
Oh yeah. Holy crikers, that's a big one. Look at me do this big jump right here. I'm gonna avoid these laser beams by shooting my gun at the metal fish. Once you're up here at top, you're gonna jump across this level and avoid whatever the hell that green thing is.
I don't know. This is ironically like one of the easiest screens in hard mode, because all you have to do is like super jump all of them. And that's it. Like there's no other strategy. There's only one hard thing on this screen, and it's a pixel perfect jump at the very beginning.
Dave and his pixel jumps, man.
Yo, we can make that. No, we cannot make that. I recognize death at this point in this game. We couldn't have made that jump if we tried. There's some rooms coming up that are amazing. This room in particular, if you don't know how to do this, I think this is where people that pirated the game would have just stopped. It is like impossibly difficult to get through this on hard mode, because there's two toads that automatically shoot you and just kill you. Oh, I need Bucky. Ooh, we got lucky. Please? That was weird. Like, killing those is almost 3 frame perfect jumps in a row. Like, it's very, very, very tight. And then I can never switch back fast enough to be the duck here. There is an element of RNG here, where these things drop off the ceiling and they kind of track you. Where they drop is again based on a global timer that I don't actually quite fully understand. But they can just drop right on your head, which is like super annoying. Ugh.
What other game has those things in it? I keep thinking like they stole this from another game.
Maybe Battletoads.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's what it is. It was in my mind and I couldn't think of it. But yeah, those are the Battletoads things.
Very similar for sure. As you saw, like you can just drop on your head and that's it.
Hey, don't let him get the drop on you.
I wish I understood that screen better. Like, they're just, they this, like, they literally fall and that's it.
Alright, though, you did it.
So this spot is safe casually, also in the speedrun. You can use Jenny here and just, like, hang out and kill this thing.
It's cool, I like hanging out.
Okay, this went very good. This is perfect last lead.
Perfect! Professor 5G coming in with the raid. Welcome on in, everybody.
Welcome, welcome. Alright, so this is the final stage. All kinds of bad stuff is in the final stage. The worst part about the final stage is actually this first section, I think, because if you die at any point in time, the checkpoint is like literally a minute in. It is one of the most painful, time-consuming deaths that you can have in hard mode. So you have to make sure like everything is perfect in the first section. Because again, there's no checkpoint until literally almost a minute and a half. So it was a tremendously huge run killer and loss of time to just automatically die here. It's very painful. Still no checkpoint.
Still no checkpoint.
I want to be in a very specific position to manipulate these ships' bullets, because right when they spawn on screen. This is the hardest part here, manipulating these guys and killing that guy. That final thing is a checkpoint, that final like plume of smoke. So if I died at any point there, I just would have been sent back to the beginning of the stage. So that's probably the roughest part, is getting past that section. In terms of speedruns, like I always thought it was kind of funny where like certain things end up in the speedrun. There are like 3 really bad things and they all wound up in the final stage. There is almost pixel perfect kill. I think it's like a 2-pixel window on one of the sub bosses here. And then before that sub boss, there is basically RNG boss, which is insane. He's like this head thing. And you'll see him really quickly here. So this head breaks apart, and depending how it moves, you can have 3 bullets on the screen at the same time. But once it breaks apart, it's essentially random in how it shoots and moves. So casually, it's actually a pushover. Hard mode, this is probably one of the hardest bosses in the entire game. He's just extremely random. If you die, again, there's no checkpoint. You just go back to fighting the boss right before it. So the only thing that you can really read is having 3 bullets on the screen at the same time. Like you'll always have like 3 of those little circles and that's it. So otherwise you just have to kind of react to him accordingly. But in hard mode he is terrifying because all his bullets can just randomly spray in whatever direction. And you just have to read him really well.
Alright, he's avoiding the bullet spray here. The sprinting frog face tries to take down the Dave, but it can't handle the beauty and majestic sound of his voice.
I don't know, man.
You got this, you got this.
Look, he juked me, Ah, he got it!
Oh, no! Oh!
He is like Master Juku. I have lost so many runs on this specific boss, it's unbelievable. He is the worst.
Yeah, for a while it didn't seem bad, but then he did that like weird double shot real quick. I guess if it shoots a 3rd bullet, does it shoot every time right when another bullet leaves the stage?
Yes, that's one of the things that you can kind of read, but sometimes as you see like a bullet gets stuck on screen or...
Well, yeah, and obviously like the diagonal path is a longer path than, you know, especially this part. He gets really close to the wall sometimes, so...
Yeah, the walls are terrifying, the corners are terrifying.
Yeah,
so you really have to like almost move in advance to like how he's moving before you even know what he's doing.
Just creating double bubble bob.
See, like I wouldn't go down there because he had 0 shots on the screen and I wasn't 100% sure where to go. So he is by far and none worst part of Speedrun. Ugh, like that, dude. What are you giving me? No.
Oh, I'm giving you love. You're doing good, baby. You're doing good.
That's rough.
Yeah. And Retro Game Commander doesn't care how many times you die. He's just jamming out to the music.
Yeah.
Freaking the cat jams are real.
This song is super good. I do like this song a lot. It's probably my second favorite, maybe. Only better one is maybe Red Planet still.
Yeah, 𝐂𝐐𝐍𝐓 receives love from me too.
𝐂𝐐𝐍𝐓 is good. Very good at touchless attack.
Yeah, I've watched him play that quite a bit.
Man, I don't like this pattern. He's got like very wide shots here.
Yeah, he was heading towards the four corners or the far corners quite a bit here.
You see, it's all in how he breaks apart too, because it's kind of random if he goes up or down when he breaks apart. And depending how he shoots, depending how he breaks apart. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, got him.
It's a little bit easier if he like shoots almost immediately, opposed to like drawn out. So yeah, if that wasn't horrible enough, now there's 1 or 2 pixel kill. So hopefully we can get that, because it literally saves almost a minute. So it's critically important on hard mode to destroy as much of these turrets as you can, or as many I should say. You want to really kill at least 2, because otherwise the quick kill, if you fail it, it goes to like the backup standard kill. And if 3 turrets are left alive, you're basically gonna die. So we got kind of lucky there. So that sets us up for the standard kill if we fail this. So 3. That's too far over. I'm not gonna get it. So how the quick kill works? Actually, I'll try it one more time. How the quick kill works?
I'll try it one more time. Let's do it, guys.
Well, it's actually faster to die and retry it than it is to do the full cycle, because you lose like a minute out of it.
Ultimate entertainer right here.
Well, hopefully you get it, otherwise you just lose time. But how it works is like you overlap basically the hitboxes with Willie's laser. So I think when he shoots his laser normally he does 2 damage, but on very specific pixels it shoots 4, like it does 4 damage each shot. So it literally vaporizes the boss's health. Yeah, like we need to get it this time actually, otherwise we're just gonna die. But Willie's nose like basically needs to be in kind of like that blue jet. Okay, this is better. Oh.
Hey, you get another chance.
Yeah, I guess so. Your 3rd chance every single boss so far.
Here we go. 3rd time's a charm. Everybody's loving it though, don't worry. Everybody gives Dave some love in chat. Cheer him on.
Legitimately, it's hard for any kind of like again live setting.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I do like this a lot, but okay, that wasn't very good. Okay, I believe you, Willie. The problem with Willie too is he's got such a fat head.
I think it looks nice.
No man, he's got like a watermelon for a head. See, we can get it. Okay, we'll try this time. But we're probably gonna die here because of this.
Because the 3 guns. Oh, you got rid of another one though.
Yeah, but you'll see how long this standard kill takes you. Because you have to wait this cycle. So
yeah,
it's literally faster to at least 2nd try.
Literally?
And then do the quick kill one more time. Because you literally have to wait this entire time.
Literally, guys.
Yes, literally. It's so slow. This is literally the standard kill of shame.
Hey, slow is in the eye of the beholder. It's fast to me, okay? You could have told me this fight normally takes 45 minutes, and I would have been like, dude, you just rocked it.
Casually, it honestly does. Like, there's a huge difficulty spike. Like, sometimes people spend like an hour just trying to kill it on normal. But
All right, so there's one more boss now?
Correct. And
All
this
right.
guy's relatively easy. And of course, I'll die on him too because I said that.
I'm ready for the timer whenever you tell me.
Will do. So we weapon switch here between Lily, who does more damage with a shot, and Bucky, who can shoot backwards, which Lily cannot do. So
Yeah. Shoot him backwards.
it's pretty straightforward.
Don't let him throw those green eggs at you.
People theorize that they're watermelons. I don't know if that's true.
I think he's looking for some ham, and those are his green eggs.
Could be. Alright, so time is almost now. So that was pretty rough. But
Hey, good job though. Freaking Dave in the house beating the impossible mode of Bucky O'Hare. The mode you're not even supposed to beat. Destroying all of the warts on that frog ship. Just taking him out. All of his Bucky skills. And hold on, I have to say this, Dave. If you guys go back to the very beginning too, you could rewatch it. I'm sure General will be putting up a video with it too. But you guys noticed that Dave talked about how hard this run was gonna be, right? And how much he probably was gonna have to concentrate, and there's no way he could talk and do the run. He told you all the tricks and talked the entire time. He entertained you and defeated this like nothing. Like, I was like, dang, for saying you're not gonna be able, when I say I'm not gonna be able to talk, I'm like this.
yeah, no, it's legit difficult. Like I figured out how to commentate. And, yeah, no, Kaiden's right, man. Like I never shut up. But for real, like this is the one that I struggle with.
Holy Joe.
No, dude, you destroyed it. Great freaking job, man. You guys can throw Dave some much love in the chat. Let's get another shout out for Dave, by the way. If you guys aren't following this guy, you are missing out. He not only has the most sexy voice in the universe, but he is an awesome, awesome, good speedrunner. And I believe you're going to get some more Dave coming up.
Hard mode on easy when Dave is ready to play. Dospostmann and Junkyard Dave are both sexy during this unbelievably challenging NES showcase. Found this exciting? Our next live event for the Dream Races will be No Time November on Tuesday, November 23rd at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11:30 p.m. Eastern. Want to watch live? You can stream with us right now at twitch.tv/General Andrews. And the playground is always open at twitch.tv/Dospostmann. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.